Looking for a mid-size crossover SUV that gives German brands a run for their money? Well, I have just the thing. Hello, Gearheads. Welcome to Motor Spins. I'm your girl, Jen Barlow. This is a 2022 Genesis GV70. Genesis hasn't been around for a while. And if you're thinking to yourself, I've never even heard of them. Well, that's because they're under the Hyundai umbrella, so to speak. They came and were first introduced in 2008 as a Hyundai Genesis. Genesis became its own namesake, its own luxury brand. Sort of like Toyota has Lexus as their luxury brand. This has now become the namesake for Hyundai in terms of luxury. Look at this massive, massive honeycomb grille. I'm calling it luxury chain link fence. Real edgy but elegant look to it. Looking at the headlamps, is it just me or did they also draw inspiration from Aston Martin, but sort of a reverse Aston Martin feel? They really picked the best of a lot of luxury brands and infused them into the veins of this car. You have some venting here, some side curtains, breathing in a lot, and you'll see why in a second when we pop the hood. We've got a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that is serving you up a healthy dose of 375 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time, a blazing launch you forward 0 to 60 time of 5 seconds. This in something that can tow 3,500 pounds. So cool thing first to start, check out the shifter. It almost looks like a crystal rotary design, very, very cool. I like that you have a really nice texture reflected up through it. But you would just turn the dial, throw it into drive. It's very nice to the touch, very good feel. And we are off, my friends. We're just in a comfort mode select. Obviously we could throw it into a dynamic sport mode or more of that sporty feel. But again, this is a sport prestige model. So really you would hope that they are serving up with a name like that. You feel that tuning, you feel that sportiness, you feel the meat or the grit, you feel the engine, and you feel kind of that low end torque, but also it's so refined inside. It's so nice. I put on the blinker and there is a camera, my friends, that shows you what is happening behind you in your blind spot on the side of your blinkers. But that is so cool. Okay, we also obviously have lane keep assist because it's beeping at me, letting me know, hey, you are outside, you need to stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, quite literally. What is this? Is this like a drone over my head? Do we have our own helicopter? I didn't realize we had a production budget for that. Just kidding. This is your 360 camera situation. Not only tells you what's around you via an overhead digital camera. How do they get that? I don't understand. But then you also have your backup camera that's showing you which way you should be going, which is always nice. You don't always see that in new cars. We have to talk about these wheels for a second. Anybody else craving waffles? Oh yeah, Lego my ego, my friends. 21-inch wheels. Love the turbine look. You also see that honeycomb shape carried over from the front grille onto the side here. I like that the side mirrors have the color match to the vehicle. The color of this vehicle, super nice. Not only matches my outfit, maybe my manicure, but it's called we had to bleep it out. It's that edgy of a name of car. I'm just kidding. It's called Mono Red. Sort of like a deep cherry red. Looks so good. This, my friends, was a little nod, I would say, to the Porsche Macan. You can see that the rear hatch release lever is here embedded in the windshield wiper. One push button opens up. I love that it's embedded into the windshield wiper. Tons of space back here, especially for this size of an SUV, but really nicely laid out. You also have the 60/40 configuration of seats in the back where you can knock them forward, give yourself even more space, and you do so by just the pull of a little lever here. So you have your little screen that you could take out and mount to cover your stuff. So that's a nice offering, as well as extra netting that you can put into place to really keep all your things from moving about. And you have an extra tire. Well, listen, I could have a very low ceilinged party back here with me and all my Gen friends. At least 4 of us, I would say. Definitely a Jen party. Check out the taillights first and foremost. This is so unique and sleek. It screams luxury, it oozes luxury. You see dual exhausts that are so large I could basically stick my head in there. I would not recommend that. I repeat, do not do that. Those rear exhausts are massive, massive. So impressed by that. I love it. Also, you've got sort of that pseudo fake rear diffuser. The feel inside, the lines, the style, it reminds me of cars from the 1960s. It also reminds me and gives me a feel of airplane and turbine design. So looking around at the little style points around your climate control systems, everything has sort of a wave to it, offset by this massive, this thing is so large and in charge. So big. Look at this infotainment screen. I don't know what that is. I would say 18 inches long, but you have all the systems and apps you would hope for. Obviously your navigation, your radio, etc., etc. You have a rough day, you want the sounds of nature to really kind of take the edge off. You've got lively forest, got some nice birds chirping. Oh, so lovely. Or if it's a nice sunny day in SoCal and you're like, you know what, I kind of miss the rain. Or how about an open air cafe? Also, you have different profiles that you can set up. So me as Jen, as the friend of somebody who owns this car, I could set up my own unique user profile, add my photo. That's cool. Keep my, seat alignment, however I want things set up. But also, it has touch entry. So as you would unlock your iPhone, so to speak, you can actually put your finger here. And if your finger is programmed, it will unlock your vehicle. This thing has a really, really advanced voice control system, so it does allow my voice. Ready? Roll up driver's window.
Sorry, I didn't understand you. Please try your command.
But luckily, also using your finger, you can roll up the window just as easily. Normally on the Genesis, the voice command system is the best I've seen, is the best in terms of registering my voice. Today it made a liar out of me. That's okay. Digital gauge cluster, we have to talk about this. This is a 3D digital gauge cluster. The first that I've seen. I definitely think it's the wave of the future. It customizes based on your driving mode that you are in. I can go from comfort to sport. Look at, see in sport mode it goes all red and racy. This is an all-wheel drive system, and actually you can send all power to the rear if you really wanted to, but this is an all-wheel drive car. Looking at the climate control, we talked about the finishes around it, but just this simplistic design here that is so easy to use and easy to navigate. You've got your climate control, also a dial, but then you have things like your heated seats that you can really just do with the touch of a finger. I do really like the massive, massive panoramic roof that goes the full length of the vehicle. It's really, really nice. Lets in all sorts of light. This GV70 is serving up some serious, serious luxury in the back seat. The seats are to die for. They're so soft. The leather is so nice. Plus, you've got the Alcantara in the middle, perforated seats. You can even heat them up if you like. Ooh, 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 yeah. They do not cool down on this trim. I don't know if you can get any cool down seats on any of the trims, but it's definitely nice back here. I will say that. There is nothing uncomfortable about these back seats. This was made with an executive in mind. So if you have that executive mindset, you need to hop to the Genesis because the GV70 is where it's at. All right, that has been your up close and personal orientation with the Genesis GV70. This is a 2022 model. This is the top shelf, if you will. But what other luxury vehicles, what other top shelf vehicles do you guys want to see here on Motor Spins? Let me know in the comments. I definitely want to hear from you. Also, make sure you guys don't miss out on any of this kick-ass car action. Subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and come back and see me, your girl Jen, here on Motor Spins. Thanks so much for watching.